Hello, it's me, Geogen, and welcome to World of Tanks. We are in the IS-2 Berlin, and we are on the map Mines. It's a tier 7 game. The IS-2, what do you need to know about it? It's relatively fast. It has surprisingly effective frontal armor, which is generally ineffective against tier 8 and 9, but sometimes you can get the odd bounce. Tier 6s and 5s have trouble penetrating the front, due to its 100mm thickness, as well as its sloping. The gun also is your standard Russian 122mm, with 390 pen and 175 penetration. So, what you have to do is do what I'm doing, basically, and drive right up to the enemy and blast them in the face for 438. That's a lovely high damage roll to begin with. I decided to get on top of the hill as quick as possible because hill control in this map is imperative. We plant another great shell into the T-20. And we're getting hit, but it's relatively minor damage. And we plant a second shell into the T-20. We take some artillery fire, but it misses. We reload. And unfortunately, the VK 3002M goes down before we can do anything. So now we've taken the hill near enough, I can get onto it and use this ridgeline here to shoot into this unfortunate KV-1S, which once upon a time used to be godlike. And it had a 122 of its own, much like the IS. Now it is a relic of a shadow of its former self. We plant a shell into the Panther, who then quickly goes down to a friendly. We take a bounce from an unspotted vehicle, and we see the KV-1S again. We take a second bounce. We plant the shot into the KV-1S, finishing him off. We actually get hit then, and it's a Tiger 1, who had quite some good camera rating because we were shooting through these bushes, and therefore he was hidden by those bushes as well. I go off the radar, try and spot him, but there's trees in the way. So then, I go back into the bush, spot him. He hasn't spotted me, I don't think. And we aim. 3.4 second aim time on this gun is a long time, but sometimes you don't actually have to aim. Ooh, and we get hit by an AMX-13F3, the artillery, who then quickly gets spotted. And now we reload and wait to score our revenge. And we secure our revenge. We don't even get a chance to shoot at the Panzer IV. And the Sturm Mill we leave. Or do we leave? No, we go for the Sturm Mill. And secure a further 339 damage. Now the enemy base is secure, I'm going to head back to mine because there are two enemy tanks approaching it. Only tier 5, however. A Chi-Nu and an M4. Last spotted down the F8 and J8. The M4 is in our base. I can't get a shot on him. It's behind cover. So then I go searching for the Chi-Nu, the last player alive on the enemy team. And we see him. And we aim. But not for long. And the shell completely misses. Sometimes the shells are godlike accuracy, and sometimes they couldn't hit a barn from the inside, as is a common phrase used to describe this gun. So, that was a very quick replay. Less than 5 minutes, and we scored 3,361 damage, recorded damage. I'm not sure if we did any more, so let's look at the post-game statistics. And here are the post-game stats for the IS-2 Berlin on Mines. So, we made 97,000 credits. This is a premium vehicle, of course, so it gets a coefficient in credit and experience making. We got a first class, we got Fire for Effect medal, that's called Bruiser, Can't remember what the beige bronze looking one is. We got a high caliber medal. We also got 3,542 experience. First one of the day, and because it's a premium vehicle. We spotted 3 vehicles, damaged a bunch, and killed 3. Knocked out a couple of modules and did some assistance damage on the Tiger 1. If we move on to the team score, I came top on the team with 3,744 damage done. The replay didn't show the entire damage because when I hit the KV-1S, he went stealth for half a second, and then I hit him when he was stealth, so it didn't register on the hit log. So therefore I did 3,744 as opposed to 3,300. We got a high caliber medal, 1,181 base experience, not too shabby. Let's move on to the detailed report. We fired 11 shots, of which 10 hit and 10 penetrated. The last shot we fired against the Chi-Nu missed because I didn't aim for long enough. Even though I said you can sometimes aim for a very short period and still hit the target. We didn't in this case. So we did 3,744 damage, as I've already said, some from a distance of more than 300 meters. Excuse me. We received 10 hits and only 4 of those penetrated. I think one from the Tiger and 2 or 3 other vehicles. So therefore 6 didn't penetrate, and it shows sometimes how the armor is quite good on the IS-2 and the IS series at tier 7. Especially when you're in a tier 7 game. In tier 9 games, your armor is irrelevant, basically. So we spotted 3 vehicles, damaged 7 and destroyed 3, and we did some assistance damage. Credit wise, as I said, we made 97,000 total. Spent very little on repairing because it's a premium. Spent 11,000 on ammunition because it costs around 1,000 a shot with this gun. And we spent some on consumables. The total profit therefore made was 78,000. Of course I do have a premium account running. And the same with the experience, we earned more because of the premium, as well as the first excuse me again, first win of the day type thing. So, and of course, before I forget to mention, the battle lasted a grand total of 4 minutes 15 seconds. Apparently I died at 4 minutes 14 seconds. Curious. I'm not sure if that's a bug, or maybe it just says that and I've not noticed it before. Anyhow, that was the IS-2 Berlin on mines, in a very quick tier 7 maximum game. You can see how effective the vehicle is, especially against lower tiers. Tier 5s have a huge problem against this machine, whereas tier 7s are more equal, and tier 9s can easily dominate this vehicle, but that's to be expected. So, I hope you enjoyed this replay, and as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes later.